set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Puts it out of the air.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
And the Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Trying play action. Throws for the tight end. That's caught. It's Morton. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. And off from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, Palmer.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Making side adjustments here. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
Out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. Under fire. Last thing you need is this guy getting knocked around. Wisely avoids the hit with the slide.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Here's a heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. He stopped at the 32-yard line, not enough for the first down.
How about the pitch and catch? When you throw the corner out and you see that DB behind the wide receiver, man, I'm going to float that thing out in front. He's already got him beat. He'll go catch it and do the rest.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Blasted as he lets it go. It's a seam wide open. He's at the tip. Touchdown, Texas. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, if he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he made the extra point without problem. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Fighting off the defender.
Well, obviously, a really nice play by the defense there, stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
They'll leave it with him. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Ducks come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll leave it with the lone back. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to throw. It's Randall. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. He gets it in. Touchdown Ducks.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. That's caught. It's DeLuca.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers, I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
You can tell this quarterback and these wide receivers are on the same page. Quick read, quick throw, quick success.
Looking to throw on first down. Flips it out to the back. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Lets it fly. And he throws another interception. His third one of the night. Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The give out of the gun. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Caught at the 25. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Wants to go up top. Almost the D-lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be third down.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Using his legs, it's Clark. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to fire on second down. Makes the grab. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Offense just trying to get the ball to their receiver quickly out in space to the perimeter of the field. But how about the speed of the linebacker? Able to close and make that tackle. That's impressive.
On third down, he drops to throw. Lets it fly. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense. Spread them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. South Carolina somehow, some way, found a way there in Columbia and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. On the option. He'll do it himself. Now the toss. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Get it out on the screen. Turning it on. Lowers those pads. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Quick release by the QB. Got some room in under the goal line. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oregon! Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. crank up this drive with the pass. Got a man. It's Morton. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Big chunk play to... They'll really try to take it to this defense. Lost a throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
The power of Austin Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Makes the catch. It's Clark. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
They believe in a large four-down territory, and they go for it on fourth and short from the 47. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome.
Trying to get behind the defense. And here's the third interception of the night. Got some room to run. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw, it's Randall. He's going for it all. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Has it back, and here comes the offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, Ben. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
And the Ducks have a lot of options on second and inches. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. There he goes. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Ducks. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. lead and taking control here in Week 9. You know they love their track at Oregon, and when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get you the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed and running back.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Take over and they'll send out the offense. He has to take care of the football on this drive. You just can't survive throwing 3 picks in a game. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. Looking downfield on first down. They'll run the screen. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going now.
Unleashes one. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. That is a huge break for this offense. Instead of the turnover, roughing the passer, and you still got the football. Just couldn't stay off the quarterback, and that roughing the passer call has them set up with a 1st and 10. Makes the catch. On the move at the 30. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Talk about being opportunistic as a defense. They pride themselves on taking the football away, and here they are. 3 turnovers on 3 consecutive drives, 2 picks, and now a fumble.
From the gun, he leads it with the back. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
To the air, it's Randall. They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th. The Ducks will send out the punt unit. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Takes it on the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll start this drive with a pass. They're working that left side. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn that field, and you saw that right there.
From the gun, to give, looking for room. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He'll take a shot. He caught it into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Snap to the back. Look out, he's got room. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. He'll toss it. Can't get him to the ground. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
They have a first down at the 41-yard line. They'll ride the hot hand. Breaks into the open. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Might be calling a hot route. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Direct snap. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Here comes a third down situation, and the defense has had no answer so far. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Stopped at the 16 after the interception, and that return has them in business.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Flushed out of the pocket. Finds his man. It's DeLuca. Got room at the 35. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they've dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time. So you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this 3rd quarter in style. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Snap to the back. Grab near the sticks. It's Randall. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the 4th quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run. Back it up with a pass. Getting the 1st down. A few more 1st downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Back has it. And some room to work. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Direct snap. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, going to the air. Looking to the end zone. He caught it. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. The Ducks look to keep this drive humming. A 1st down run in the red zone. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalties. Let that clock tick down, and then punch it in the end zone to add to this lead.
They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. Just hammering with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. They'll run it. He's got a nose for that goal line. First he scored the touchdown. Now he makes his way in for the 2-point conversion. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Texas offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for him 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, he'll throw it. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He'll try to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
The number 1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the read. Now the pitch. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. And the Ducks will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They punt it away on 4th down. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's taking a deep shot. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Just a short pass to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Morton. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
I love the aggressive nature offensively there. It's 4th down, and you're going to try and go for it. And you have so much confidence in your quarterback to be able to make that play, come up with a good throw, keep the drive alive.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
That's caught. It's DeLuca. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake, but this game is well in hand.
On the set. Toss to the outside. Oh, he's got some space. The 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oregon. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Ohio State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Buckeyes ever do that? All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Catch in the middle, it's Butler. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Second down coming up. Looking to fire. Finds his man, it's Butler. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.